Hey fellows, I'm Nate View. I've been playing a good amount of the new Fortnite season, and a little bit of this could be totally free Peter Griffin, but I can confidently say that Season 2 of Chapter 5 of Fortnite has been so much better than Season 1 already by a long shot in my opinion. I mean, the new POIs are pretty good, the loot pool as well, and I just really think the new medallions are better in general. It just adds more gameplay and variety rather than just boring old shield regeneration, and also the new dash reversal mechanic is pretty fun. To be honest, the only thing really considered mid by me would probably be the skins. There's only one that I really like, and that's a 200 skin. So if you like them, well, you do you. So yeah, the new season's been pretty good so far. So what's my huge glaring problem with it? Well, I'll just get straight to the point. So Fortnite's new POIs are divided into two subsections, top left and bottom right. This seems like a pretty good choice by Epic, since people didn't really go to those places at all in the last chapters, so why not replace them with something new and engaging? They hit the nail right on the head for that, but kind of forgot about almost everything else. I mean, the bunkers are pretty neat, but they're kind of close to the new POIs as well. Anyway, every other part of the map that isn't related to the new POIs have really been forgotten in the dust by the players, since there isn't really any purpose at all to drop there anymore, other than probably getting a little extra loot and then heading to the new POIs. Now, I'm not saying you have to go to the new Greek areas to overthrow your opponents, but if you want a few more tricks up your sleeve, it's pretty much advised to head over to the new spots. But then again, there will be too many players in those spots, slightly ruining your chances of getting whatever you wanted, be it the medallions or other special items. So basically, what I'm trying to say is Fortnite really wants you to only go to these new POIs and nothing else. Now, is that ultimately a bad thing? Not necessarily. There's gonna be way more action and you'll probably get more kills, and I think that's about it. But due to this, there's one ultimate drawback. The rest of the map just becomes stale as shit. There was one thing Fortnite did better last season, and that would be spreading out the bosses in the different corners of the map. They were up, down, left, right, and just about everywhere. Actually, never mind, not left, but it was way more spread out than Season 2. So how's that better? Well, there's more spread variety of people in each corner of the map, and more people around the entire map just in general, rather than just a whole huddle of people in two corners that are only ever in those specific areas. What I'm trying to say is that there's just action on every part of the map instead of just fights in lone and focused areas. It's a battle royale, so it should indirectly allow you to go wherever you want, but it ultimately incentivizing you to go to the hotspots that are just in big huddles for a huge advantage just doesn't feel all that right to me. It kinda just feels like you're entering a ghost town if you don't drop down into the new Greek areas. So, will players get bored over time of going to the new POIs? Probably not, but I've got a few little unoriginal ideas on how to quote-unquote fix this so-called problem. So, as a few people have been saying, add mini bosses or bosses around the entire map. This obviously could get more people to go to these unpopulated areas, and allow them to get some better items that they could use to get the new medallions. Now, my second suggestion would be to just spread out the new areas into each separate corner of the map. This could get players just moving around everywhere on the hunt for the medallions, or to just get better loot as an incentive. And one final thing, you might compare this to something like the map that Tilted Towers was in, the Chapter 1 or OG map, except you kinda really couldn't. Every single part of the OG map was filled since there weren't many special items in certain areas, which means you could drop where you wanted to drop without anything doubting you in the back of your mind. And that was a big reason on why the OG map was amazing. Freedom of where you wanted to drop without feeling like you're missing out on some OP items, except the Infinity Blade. But yeah, overall, these are just my thoughts about the new season. It's not even that negative really, just a little of something. And if you agree or disagree with me, leave a comment so I can get some more thoughts on this. But looking back on this, there could really be two sides to it all. So with that being said, see ya fellows.